Okay, first years, welcome back to college. I hope you had a really great Christmas and New Year. Obviously today is your hand-in for your assessed project. It's really important that you get it in on time. At the end of the video there's going to be a file to show you how you need to save your work and how you need to submit it for assessment. Just a couple of pointers to make sure that you're ready for assessment. The units that you're covering: Unit 3, Ideas and Concepts, and Unit 39, Type and Letter Forms. For Unit 3, you need to make sure that you've got lots of thumbnail ideas. I want to see loads of thumbnails in there, and it needs to directly relate to your research. So you need to go back over your research, make sure if you've looked at stuff and it's given you ideas, do some quick thumbnails to go alongside it. And your annotation needs to show how you're developing your ideas in relation to the research you're doing and to how the idea is developing along. So make sure you cover some thumbnail sketches that's related to your research, and your annotation relates to your research too. So how is it giving you ideas? For 39, for Type and Letter Forms, you need to make sure you've discussed some historical developments, so the history of type timeline and some older kind of fashion typography in there. Especially if you're doing Hitchcock, it was in the 60s, so you should be able to discuss some of the 60s typography. So you haven't done that yet, make sure it gets done today. And you also need to show how typography is communicating a message. So you need to compare typography and show how it's communicating a message. And you also need to use the correct terminology throughout your research. So while we're assessing it, we'll be going through and I'll be looking for stuff that's more than just serif and sans serif. So X height, cap height, kerning, leading, tracking, all of that needs to be in there, and it needs to be throughout. So it needs to be comprehensive, it needs to be the whole way through, and that's going to get you the top marks. And you need to have produced experimental typography, so it can't just be stuff you've taken off a computer, it needs to be hand drawn and played with. The emphasis is on the typography. The deadline is 4:30 today. You need to send it to Richard Webb, richard.webb@wnc.ac.uk. Hand your sketchbook in as well to Carol and you'll get a receipt. You also need to send your work to this email address. It's signuppages@gmail.com and richard.webb@wnc.ac.uk. And now your file needs to have your name on it and the project. It needs to be an optimized PDF. So you need to export your PowerPoint as an optimized PDF. I've got a video to show you how to do that. It's on Blend-Space. So this is the format that it needs to be in. If it's not in this format, it won't get marked. Good luck. See you at 11:30. Let's smash it. If you finish your project and you're happy with it and you want to hand it in, we've got a reinduction project for you to do, which is also on Blend-Space. Thanks a lot.